And it is 6:17. I'm calling our meeting to order. We will begin with the land acknowledgement that will be given by Linda Ravenswood, please. Yes, thank you.
Dare to dream. Congratulations, John. We acknowledge that our home and birthplace in California exists upon the occupied territory of hundreds of indigenous tribes. This home place has been stewarded by our indigenous ancestors since time immemorial. We acknowledge the Gabrielino and the Tongva peoples as the traditional stewards of Tevangar, the unceded territory of Los Angeles. We acknowledge the land and the water, that tribal continuity and community preservation depends upon clean, shared, secure, and sustainable land and water access. We acknowledge the history upon which the state of California has been built, how policies, systems, and structures of spoken and unspoken racism oppress and erase people of color. We honor and respect this history, especially of the original inhabitants and the places that preceded the founding of Los Angeles. And we are committed to sharing this history and to continue the work of kinship, listening, support, and reparation, as well as building long-lasting relationships with Indigenous and other community partners. We are grateful to work for the Taraksotam, the Indigenous people, and for their continuing flourishing, security, and safety. And finally, we offer thanks and homage to our shared Hanukvetam, our ancestors, our elders, and to the Ayu Henken, those people of past, our wonderful relations, those wonderful of present, and those who are on their way. Dare to dream. Thank you so much.
And now Harry Casanegras will be leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you.
Please stand. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now, the moment we've been all been waiting for. Swearing in Mayor-elect John Erickson. Actually, let's do our roll call first.
Thank you. We got to make it official. Councilmember Byers.
Present.
Councilmember Heilman.
Here.
Councilmember Meister.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Erickson.
Here.
Mayor Shyne.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Okay, so I just wanted to get you all excited. We're going to now move to the approval of the agenda. City Clerk, are there any changes to tonight's agenda from staff?
No, Mayor, there are no changes from staff this evening.
Do my colleagues have any changes to tonight's agenda? Okay. May I get a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
There's a motion and a second on the floor,
Excellent.
and the motion passes 5-0.
Thank you. Moving on to adjournment motions. Do my colleagues have any adjournment motions for tonight? Councilmember Heilman.
Yes, Mayor, thank you. I want to make sure that we adjourn in memory of our longtime city employee, Andrew Campbell. This is something that I think is well known in the community. Andrew really was the architect of our arts and cultural programming here in the city of West Hollywood. and he passed away recently. There is a memorial planned for this upcoming Sunday, I believe, in Beverly Hills. If you need more information, we will provide it for you at City Hall. Andrew was a great guy. He was completely somebody who organized cultural programming. And he was so organized, he actually organized his memorial service and sent out the invites to us on his Facebook account before he died. He was such a great guy, and he is going to be sorely missed here in the city of West Hollywood. So request we adjourn in his memory tonight.
Thank you, council member. Are there any other adjournments from my colleagues? All right. Now, Emma Tenhagen administers the oath of office to the newly elected Mayor John Erickson.
Do I start? I, John Erickson, do solemnly swear that while serving in the office of Mayor of the City of West Hollywood,
while serving in the office as Mayor of the City of West Hollywood,
I will support and defend
I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United
the
States
Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California.
and the Constitution of the State of California.
I will bear true faith and allegiance
I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California.
and the Constitution of the State of California.
I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
and I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
upon which I am
upon which I am
about to enter.
about to enter.
And now, City of Santa Monica Vice Mayor Gleam Davis administers the oath of office to the newly elected Vice Mayor Chelsea Lee Byers.
Hold on, they're coming.
They're going to bring the microphones. Thank you.
I, Chelsea Byers,
I, Chelsea Byers,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that while serving in the office of Vice Mayor
that while serving in the office of Vice Mayor
of the City of West Hollywood,
of the City of West Hollywood,
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California.
and the Constitution of the State of California.
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California.
and the Constitution of the State of California.
I take this obligation freely
I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
And I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
And I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations, Vice Mayor.
Is there an event going on or something tonight? Vice Mayor Byers, I love saying that. Would you like to make a few comments?
I would. Thank you, Mayor Erickson. I also love saying that. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight to recognize this transition in leadership and for bringing support to our city as we write this next chapter together. This room is literally overflowing. Sorry for those standing in the back. But it's overflowing with love and support, and it's really clear from the energy I'm feeling that we are all very excited for the leadership of our incoming mayor, John Erickson. Each of us knows how special West Hollywood is. I tried writing out all the things I think about it, but I think each and every one of you are here because you have a reason that West Hollywood is special to you. We know that this warm, inviting environment that has made global reach and historical impact matters to all of us. And as John steps into that legacy of leadership, it's so meaningful to see so many people here tonight to support that. So just for me, to my friend, I support and thank you all for being here tonight. Really? For anyone looking for place in this world,
Annie, that's your first warning.
For someone looking for a place in this world, hopeful for fertile ground where hands could meet, pliable earth and make positive change, West Hollywood is that promise and that beacon. I, like so many others before me, am incredibly grateful for the place I found here and for the community I have built and stepped into, and for the future that we are all writing and creating here together. Serving alongside Mayor Erickson as the city's first vice mayor is an honor and responsibility that I cherish and celebrate and do not take lightly. I ran because I believe in our city's ability to conquer and address climate change, and that West Hollywood is uniquely positioned to be a leader in this work. But in this time since I've been here, I've learned so much from this community. This first year in council has truly deepened my belief in how change is made. Each person with their varying vantage points in this community has a tremendous stake in the work that happens up here, and it is in concert, in communion, and in collaboration where we make our greatest impacts. So with that, I want to thank the community that's here tonight, everyone that's been participating in these moments near and far. I want to give thanks to my mom and my family that's here, and my dad. Yeah, thanks. Thank you for applauding my family. I applaud my family. I thank you for giving me the life I have and for supporting my growth, getting me to all those volunteer activities I wanted to be in growing up. My mom's here tonight, as I said, and it means so much to see her love for this city grow with each visit. My partner, Austin, has been my greatest supporter and friend for nearly 12 years, a love that strengthens me each day. I adore you, and I thank you for sharing this life, your fierce heart, and your focus with me each day. I thank the voters in 2022 and my campaign team who continue to support me to this day. It was a fierce election, and I'm really grateful for you all sticking with me. I want to thank my friends and coworkers who deserve a shout out for giving me space and grace and even being here and cheering me on while I juggle all that I take on. I really want to thank Councilmember, former Santa Monica Mayor Gleam Davis, whose leadership in Santa Monica has been making regional impacts for more than 3 decades, and specifically during her time on council since 2009. Gleam, your work on mobility and housing and addressing the economic divide in our communities has deeply inspired my thinking, my approach to governance and leadership and regional collaboration, and I'm really grateful for the ways you've supported my growth and leadership since the time I've known you, and for making that trek from Santa Monica to get here tonight to do this. I see a number of elected officials and dignitaries in the room and want to thank you all, but especially shout out our supervisor, Lindsay Horvath, who showed yet another incredible strength. And just to circle back to the real reason we're here tonight, to celebrate John ascending to this role as mayor and his leadership. In John, we have a skilled facilitator, a sharp wit, and a brilliant mind, a remarkable level of commitment, and as many in this room can attest to, a true advocate for others. Right. I also just have to say, I think it's seriously one of the coolest things that you were an intern in the city, and you're now the mayor. And not only the mayor, but you're an out gay leader at a time in this country who's also under the age of 40. And just knowing what that means and what you're taking on in the face of everything, it's just so wonderful to see you. It's so wonderful to see so many of your family members and friends here tonight to support you. And I hope you continue to feel the support all year long. A few more things. Wrapping it up. To our outgoing mayor, Mayor Shyne. Yes. Transitions in leadership are only made so because we can honor what has come before us as well. And in you, I want to honor the kindness I have found in your friendship. It's been immensely meaningful to me. You've been a valued leader in this community, and I have been in many rooms where I've watched the way that you telling your story has truly transformed people's experience in meeting politics and meeting government, and the way that you've inspired people through your story by making global connections. It's clear to me why you've become a hero to so many, and I really hope that that's a lasting mark of your leadership and your time here in the city. I also want to express my gratitude to Councilmembers Meister and Heilman, who have made it tremendously supportive in my first year on council and made it really easy to say that I'm lucky to have such positive working relationships with all members of our council. It's not true for every city, but it is here, and I really value that. And to staff who have made it really fun and joyful to be a part of this place, thank you for continuing to do that. I'm very excited to continue building bridges, meeting and growing relationships throughout our community, and developing more partnerships that are valuable to our city. Our world is continuing to shift around us, and this year, against the backdrop of a polarizing national election, ongoing global war, sowing division in our local communities, impending UFO disclosure, and escalating climate change, it is trans and immigrant communities who have been and continue to be on the front lines, and West Hollywood's role as a sanctuary and refuge continues to be of the utmost importance. We are a beautiful community with deep and fierce care, keeping us motivated for more, believing better is always possible, and holding ourselves accountable to our greatest collective capacity. I believe this year and the work ahead is in visibilizing and strengthening the connections that we share among us, and I'm so excited to do more of that. So, on to John.
Thank you so much, Vice Mayor Byers. Good evening, everyone. Whether you are in the council chambers or watching online, having you join me tonight fills me with immense joy. I am especially honored by those that weathered the SoCal traffic during rush hour. It's not easy to get to West Hollywood at 6 p.m., or the Midwest blizzards that might have brought you in a few days early. I've been thinking about what I wanted to say tonight for quite some time, and I keep coming back to the angst and the dreams of a little boy who rode his bike everywhere in Ripon, Wisconsin. From the library to his grandmother's house to Ben Franklin, our local pharmacy where he usually charged upwards to $20 of candy to his grandmother's account, always dreaming of someplace else and always scared people in Ripon would realize he was different. But in thinking of that little boy, I want to acknowledge some people that are responsible for him becoming and sitting in this seat tonight, and not just another young statistic that we might read about. I want to begin, here we go. I want to begin by thanking my lifelong friends, Katie and Ashley. No matter what, no matter when, no matter where, you were always there for me. Chasing away bullies, staying up late watching movies, and little did you know it, even though you probably regret it now, you too showed that scared little gay boy from Ripon that a safe place like West Hollywood existed, and in doing so, I'm here tonight. I love you, I see you. Please bear with me while I acknowledge some of the others that helped that different kid become mayor tonight. My sisters Allison and Melinda were the first people in my family I came out to when I secretly told them I was going on a date with a boy. Allison, you may not remember this, but way back then, after a young LGBTQ person you knew committed suicide because of hate and bigotry, you asked me if I ever contemplated in killing myself too. I answered with a resounding no, because I had you. And true to form, the next week, Melinda gave a presentation in our class on how to be an LGBTQ ally to her peers. So true to form, these simple acts of love showed me that LGBTQ people are worthy of living, even though we may be different. Of course, my social justice activism was shaped by my grandma Gladys, the woman I still find myself talking to and asking for advice today when I need it the most. She may no longer be physically with me, but she always manages to point me in the right direction. I also owe a big thank yous to the people who helped make West Hollywood, and shape my passion for this city and public service. Former Mayor Abby Land, you changed my life the day you asked me to be your council deputy, and you've always been my calm voice in the storm. Assessor Jeffrey Prang, you taught me to listen more and talk less. I'm still working on that one. Former Councilmember John D'Amico, you made me feel more comfortable in my skin as a gay man, and especially as an elected official when I first took my oath, and you made me a better person sitting up there and outside in the public. And Supervisor Lindsay Horvath. You are an amazing friend and my North Star and my chosen family. You believed in that crazy kid from Wisconsin when he told you he was a feminist, and you've been alongside me for this journey ever since. Thank you for loving West Hollywood. Thank you for inspiring countless others with that same love and passion. Councilmember Mayor Shyne, I appreciate your steadfast leadership this past year as mayor. It's a privilege to serve alongside you on the first and third Monday of every month, working together to help the people of all walks of life and our businesses and our community. You help make us all better. It's an honor to call you my friend. You've shown me grace when I might not have deserved it, and pushed me to always do better and be better. And for that, I say thank you. To Councilmember John Heilman. To Councilmember John Heilman, my friend and mentor, you've taught me so much about West Hollywood, and my love for this city stems from your deep commitment to our communities and by doing right by our residents and businesses. I was your intern, after all, and for that, I say thank you. To Councilmember Lauren Meister, your friendship and commitment to our neighborhood, streets, trees, sidewalks, our four-legged friends. You were there the very first weekend I got Winnie. You inspire me to be a better elected official up here. And I want to thank you for what you teach me every day. And I want to thank you for being my friend as well. Last, but certainly not least, I want to thank Vice Mayor Chelsea Byers. I've known you for more years than I can remember. From our first interaction in the West Hollywood Auditorium at the West Hollywood Women's Leadership Conference to the Vagina Monologues and so many more, I know your heart, I see your passion, and I'm in awe of your constant strength. Thank you, Chelsea, for being a supportive and passionate colleague, and most importantly, thank you for being my friend as well. To our incredible city staff, words cannot express how much love I have for each of you. And it's not just because I used to be one of you. First as an intern, and then as a temp, and then as an admin assistant level 3, and then as a council deputy, and then as community services special events technician. I see you, Meg and Cleo. But because of you make it your mission to improve the lives of our residents and businesses every day. You all help make the West Hollywood we all love such a special place. And I would be remiss if I would be up here without saying I owe a debt of gratitude to Larissa Fuchs for interviewing me and crazily giving me the job as intern many, many years ago. There are way too many friends out there to thank, but when I look out into this room, I come back to that little boy who rode his bike to the library to read of the great friendships, great adventures, and great risks. You have all brought those books to life for me, from Dancing at High Tops to the countless text messages and conversations ranging from the current state of our national politics to the latest queen being eliminated on RuPaul's Drag Race. Or most importantly, why even though we tell Nick an event starts half an hour early, he still manages to show up 30 minutes late. I love you, my chosen family. You are part of my greatest adventures. You are my community. And you are the backbone when I'm weakest, the strength when I need it, when I don't know it, and the family that little boy feared he'd never find when he thought there was no one else like him. Emma, Brady, Drew, and Bailey, your Uncle John is really sorry he has to miss every soccer, basketball, football, volleyball, and gymnastics meet. But I want each and every one of you to know that no matter who you are, or even how small of a town you may come from, you too can one day be the mayor, and find a place like West Hollywood to come home. Dream big. All of this work would be so much more difficult if I didn't have my partner Brian to share it all with. Brian, you fill my life with endless love and fun and creativity. You're the person at the end of the day who makes everything feel like it's gonna be okay, from a simple act of a kiss on the forehead or a squeeze on my hand. Brian, thank you for loving this crazy kid from Ripon and putting up with the phone calls from worried residents and the hours I spend combing through the council packets. You make me better, and you are my favorite person in the entire world. I love you. All right. When I think about my hopes for my time as mayor, I'm reminded of the parable of the pearl of great price, where a merchant searching for heaven finds one pearl of great price and sells all that he had to buy it. West Hollywood, for me, has always been that pearl, a diamond in the rough that we all search for, to be in a city that so many LGBTQ people feel as close to heaven as we can imagine, because we're protected by rent-controlled laws, enjoy beautiful parks and well-manicured streets and trees, and know at least within the confines of this city, we're all accepted and loved. My hope and my dream for this pearl is that we stay true to the dream of cityhood, so in the future, all kids riding their bikes to their grandma's house will keep pedaling and know there is a place for them where they can be free and have a bright future. It's an honor and a privilege to serve as your mayor, and it's a responsibility I don't take lightly. I look forward to running efficient council meetings, as well as tackling the issues before us every day. You will always have a champion in me. Thank you very much. Let's get back to work. All right. We're going to do the introduction of dignitaries next. Yay. We have Supervisor Lindsay P. Horvath of the 3rd District.
I am not singing anymore, but I do have now one of the dearest, fondest, newest, bestest memories in West Hollywood. Thank you. And I have with me one of my dearest, fondest, bestest colleagues from the Board of Supervisors. We bring greetings from the county, and we have a couple of other colleagues who I know you'll hear from too, and our assessor and our district attorney. But on behalf of Los Angeles County, we wanted to be here to celebrate you and this momentous occasion. First, congratulations to the outgoing mayor, Shyne, who has led with grace, with heart, and with a full spirit. Commitment and justice are on your mind always, and I know that you will continue to work hard in so many ways. We admire that work ethic in you, and we know that you will continue to commit yourself to making this community and this country a shining example for all. Congratulations to the new Vice Mayor, Chelsea Byers, who is leading the way in so many remarkable ways. We thank you for your leadership, your commitment, your resilience, and in the face of so much, you stand up strong and show exactly who you are. And that's exactly what our community needs. Thank you. To our friend John, congratulations on becoming a mayor, on becoming so many things, but today a mayor. I am so grateful for our friendship, for all that you do for our community, and for all the ways that you inspire so many people to be their truest, most authentic selves. I don't know how anyone could look at you and think anything else. And that's incredibly special, because so many people don't have that gift in their community. And you give of yourself in that way by showing everyone that it is not just okay, but it is a thing to be celebrated, to be everything and all that you are out loud. We appreciate you. We appreciate your example. I know how hard you work. That Midwestern work ethic is strong. And I know that here in the midst of your family who love you unceasingly, we're so excited and proud of you. And in the darkest of moments and in the brightest of moments, we'll stand strong with you no matter what. And the county will continue to be your very strong partner. I know we will have some fun things in store to share this year, right, David? We're working on a couple of things, but I know that our partnership really means a great deal. And now I'll turn it to my colleague, who is so thrilled to be here with me.
First of all, I want to annex West Hollywood into the 5th District. This is an unbelievable town, and John, I am so excited to work with my colleague, our new chair, Lindsay Horvath, to continue to let West Hollywood shine. I am so honored that you invited me tonight. Thank you for letting me into your home. And to all your colleagues, we've got your back. That's what I was telling. I was sitting behind DA Gascon, and I said, I've got your back. So I've got your back too, all right? So thank you, thank you, thank you. Congratulations to all of you.
Next up, I'm going to welcome LA County District Attorney George Gascon.
You know, it's such a pleasure and an honor being here today. A year ago, I was here when former Mayor Shyne became the mayor, and that was a very special moment for so many reasons, and I respect you so much, Seppi. Chelsea, you know, I've known you for quite a while. I'm so impressed with you. And we share some experiences coming back to part of our other life, and I'm so proud of you. And John, you know, I met you when I first started running for DA, stonewalled, and we hit it off immediately, and you became someone that I not only appreciated greatly, but respected so much. And Lindsay, who I also met, And, you know, it's funny because I was telling some of the members of my staff the other day, I am so honored by the work that West Hollywood does each and every day. You guys are an incredible city, and it's an incredible city because of the people here. It's the community, it's the leadership, and you set such an example for a county of 88 cities and the entire nation. So I'm very honored to be here today, to be invited. I look forward to working with you. I know, John, you're never shy or sappy, and I'm texting me at any time of the day or night when you think there is a public safety issue, and you know that I will continue to be here for you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Good luck.
Next up, Council Member Gleam Davis from the City of Santa Monica.
I want to be really brief so we can all start the party. But I just want to say how great it is to see you all. I've worked with each and every one of you in my time on the Santa Monica City Council, and it's always, always an honor and a pleasure to work with anyone from West Hollywood, because this is such a well-run city, and you all take such pride in what you do every day. I just want to say, Vice Mayor Byers, again, thank you so much for giving me the honor of swearing you in this evening. There is nothing I like more than seeing young women electeds taking the reins of power. And second only to that, do I like seeing men in pink suits taking the reins of power. John, I have gotten to know you so well, and you have just always been so supportive of what we have done in Santa Monica and me as an individual. And I just want to wish you both the best time in the coming year. I know you have a lot of hard work to do, but I also hope you have a little fun too. So congratulations to you both.
Thank you so much. Next up, LA County Assessor Jeffrey Prang.
Mr. Mayor, Council, I think it's time to add a little bit of excitement into this meeting in a way that can only be delivered by the county property tax assessor. Although I have to say the chairman of the Board of Supervisors presentation was really overwhelming. I'm thinking that maybe George, Catherine, maybe we need to get together with the sheriff. We need to create the LA County Choir to try to compete. But it's a pleasure to be back here. It's always a little bit different standing on this side of the dais after so many years. But it's really wonderful to be part of this very special day. I did want to start by congratulating you, Vice Mayor. You are the first Vice Mayor. We've never had that before. That's really cool. But it's been really inspiring to watch you, Chelsea. You are so bright, so caring, so thoughtful of the way that you do your job, so conscientious. I see nothing but great things from you for this city in the years to come. To our outgoing mayor, Seppi, you have been a force of nature over this last year. You've worked hard. You've helped put the city on a map on so many different really important issues of the day. Your leadership, your passion has really been a marvel to watch. Congratulations on a really successful term. I'm certain that your public service that has been bred here in the city of West Hollywood will continue to follow that same shining path in the years to come. Congratulations. You should be very proud of the work that you've done on behalf of this city. And for our incoming mayor, John, I just have a little bit of, I'm always giving you advice, it seems. It's what happens when you get old, because that's all you have left. But I'm really hoping that you will finally get to that point where you will set aside the subtlety and the nuance and come out of that shell. But I am so excited to watch you this next year as you put your own special print on the legacy of this city. You already you've been a council member for, what, 2 years? And have already established a county-wide reputation for your leadership, for your innovation, and boldness, which is sorely needed in today's public dialogue. Congratulations, you're going to be a great mayor. I'm really excited to be here to support you, and congratulations to everyone in the City Council and the people of West Hollywood. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Next up, I would like to invite Teresa Lamb, District Representative for Congressman Adam Schiff, to say a few words.
Good evening. It is a pleasure and a privilege to be here on behalf of Congressman Schiff. Congratulations, Mayor, Vice Mayor, outgoing Mayor. It's been our privilege to represent this loving, open-armed community for over 12 years, and we are so grateful to have West Hollywood in our congressional district. Thank you so much for inviting us, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Next up, I'd like to invite Scott Houston, President of the West Basin Municipal Water District, to say a few words.
All right, well, good evening. I have to say, first of all, it's such a pleasure to be in West Hollywood. You know, it's just such an exciting city. I think many of us can relate to the stories, John, of your life and where you came from, and to find this city being so welcoming, as well as it truly takes a village, and this is a great village. And I am truly honored as well to represent West Hollywood on the West Basin Water District, of course. But this is also wonderful to see a peaceful transition of power, if you will. You know, but with that, I just want to say to outgoing Mayor Shyne, thank you so much for your term of service as mayor. You've done a lot of remarkable work during your tenure, and we appreciate that. I want to congratulate Vice Mayor Byers, whom I've not had the pleasure yet to really work with now you're on council, but I'm looking forward to it, and of course, Mayor Erickson. And with that, I am looking forward to the next year and even beyond when it comes to issues of sustainability and resilience, and where both the city and our other partners can lead. So thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Davis Hahn, District Representative from Senator Ben Allen's office.
Well, good evening. On behalf of State Senator Ben Allen, I have 3 certificates with me. One, thanking the outgoing Mayor Shyne for her leadership and service and stewardship as mayor the past year. And then 2 more, congratulating Vice Mayor Byers and Mayor Erickson, 2 extraordinary leaders that I've had the privilege of working with in many capacities over the years, before you were in elected office and before I was even in this job. So congratulations, and thank you so much for having us here tonight.
Thank you so much, David. Next up, we have Joshua Marin-Morin, from Field Representative from Assemblymember Rick Chavez-Zabur's office.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Joshua Marin-Mora. I'm the field representative for West Hollywood in the office of Assemblymember Rick Chavez-Zabur. The Assemblymember unfortunately couldn't be here. He's in Sacramento, but he did want to commend Councilmember Shyne on your leadership this past year and extend congratulations and best wishes to Mayor John Erickson, Vice Mayor Chelsea Byers. Please know that our office is here to support you all and this community, and that I also have here, on behalf of the California State Assembly, these certificates for you all as well.
Thank you so much, Joshua. If there are any more dignitaries in the room that would like to give public comment, okie dokie. I see a few of you. I see Comptroller from the state of Illinois, Susanna Mendoza. I would love to call her on up.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Good evening. Let me start by just saying thank you to the outgoing mayor. It's a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for your service. I know how hard it is to step up and run for office, and so congratulations and thank you. To the vice mayor, Chelsea Byers, congratulations, and looking forward to, I think everyone would agree, to great things from you, not just this term, but in the future as well. And John Mayor Erickson, I want you all to know that I've been awake since 5 a.m. yesterday, trying my best to get to you, my dear. After delay and delay and delay from Chicago in Arctic temperatures, -9 to be exact yesterday, all my flights were delayed. I got intimately familiar with a chair in Denver.
We can
all
talk.
night, yes. And finally made my way to Burbank today without luggage. So this snazzy outfit is courtesy of California and improving your economy here as well. So don't judge, okay? But I do want to say that I would have traveled to the ends of the earth to be with you, my friend. For those of you who have gotten to know John, I love the stories that you told of being a child who is different. Thank God, because that's what makes you so wonderful. Truly, it is. John has never known a stranger. You might think we've been friends forever because I would go through the ordeal, which you could make a movie out of, by the way. We'll have more to talk about. But we just met a little over a year ago. And maybe we didn't know each other. We started off as strangers, and 5 minutes later, we were friends for life. And I think that that is who John is. That is who West Hollywood has elected to be your mayor. You will be successful. You are not just strong and brave and fearless, really, because the two are different, but you are kind and generous and genuine. Genuine in a time where it is such a unique and far sought after trait. So thank you for being who you are. Thank you also for the weather, but that's not why I came. But I wish you the best of luck, John. I'm so honored to get to be here with you and with other friends that we've made along the way. This is my first time in West Hollywood, and I can tell you that I've been to many swearing-in ceremonies, but none as baller as this one. So, congratulations, West Hollywood. It's wonderful to be here. John, I love you. Congratulations, and go get him.
That's right. Thank you so much. I would like to call upon someone who just raised their hand. No, I see you in the back. I thought it was Freddie or Lester. We got our Beverly Hills. I see you, Lester. There we go. Lester Friedman, Vice Mayor of the city of Beverly Hills.
Thank you very much. You all know how lucky you are to have these 5 council members. They do such a great job. Lauren, John, congratulations on your continued success with the city. Seppi, great job last year. It was really a pleasure working with you. Chelsea, we've been on a committee together, and good luck. I just want you to know that being vice mayor doesn't mean you're in charge of vice. It is just part of the title, okay? And John, what a pleasure it is to be with you. Being at events with you, there is nothing like that. I mean, what you see here is what you get amongst others who are more stuffed shirt than John is. So congratulations to you. Julian couldn't be here. I think you're going to be seeing him tomorrow. Be careful. He had some flight difficulties getting over there. Hopefully you won't, and you'll be in Washington and do your thing. So congratulations to all of you.
Thank you. I would like to call up Council Member Freddie Prusa from the city of Culver City and Culver City School Board Member Tristan Isidore.
2 for 1.
2 for 1.
Congratulations to outgoing Mayor Shyne. Thank you for all the leadership that you provided the past year. To Chelsea Byers, you're the unique combination of mind and heart, which is so rare. You're always buzzing with ideas about how to make the city and the region better. So good luck to you in this year. John, you're just a force. We met in Stonewall. You've been so helpful to me, and you've been a resource to every resident in the city. And this year bring you so much fortune, and may you continue to bring good things to everyone in this city. On behalf of the mayor of Culver City, I bring you these certificates of appreciation, and I'll leave these with staff. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Freddie. Hello.
very honored to be here. I'm very happy to be here today as one of the people who had to brave the 5:30 p.m. traffic to come all the way from the city of West Hollywood. I mean, from the city of Culver City to come to the great city of West Hollywood. First of all, I just want to thank outgoing Mayor Shyne for your leadership. Congratulations, Vice Mayor Chelsea Byers. You were my sister in the fight. We both ran and won at the same time, and anytime we were both in endorsement meetings together, you were my rock, and we were texting and making sure that we had that community. And you know, Mayor Dr. John Erickson, I was trying to think of what story or what I could say that I think could be a testament to maybe our friendship and maybe the leadership you've shown in your time in office. And I'm reflecting actually on a story that happened maybe a week ago because it showed the fact that your leadership and your work goes beyond just the city of West Hollywood and beyond, I think, your friendship with me, but to our students. And so when there was this opportunity to do this out and proud in the playground event that the Culver City Unified School District is hosting for our proud LGBTQ students and families, I thought it might be cool for them to hear from the mayor of the city of West Hollywood. And so when I reached out to John Erickson without having any ideas of what was happening, without having any details, John said yes, because John knows that that is a leadership that this moment needs and requires, and especially when we're seeing nationwide an uptick in attacks against LGBTQ and trans kids. John Erickson knows that that fight extends beyond city lines, and he's making sure that we're doing that work to lock arms across the city level to make sure that we are protecting our students. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Tristan. I would like to call upon LAUSD School Board member Nick Melboy.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Nick Melvoin, LA Unified Board member, proudly representing the entire city of West Hollywood, and on the board. On behalf of the board and our superintendent and the families and students of LA Unified, I'm here to bring my regards. To Mayor Emerita Shyne, thank you and congratulations. It's hard to believe it's been a year since we were here celebrating you, and thanks for your able leadership of this city during difficult times. We know you'll continue to serve in so many capacities. To Vice Mayor Byers, you've done more in your year in office than many elected officials do in multiple terms, and we're really excited about this next chapter for you. And to my good friend, pickleball and tennis partner, sometimes opponent, mostly partner, and now Dr. Mayor Erickson, we're so excited for you. I remain here as a partner and friend in my professional capacity. LA Unified is excited to continue our work with the city. We're grateful to the council, to our board for ratifying our West Hollywood LA Unified Education Compact just a few weeks ago, and shared support of West Hollywood Elementary School, of service days, of greening, including actually some work we're doing at West Hollywood Elementary to create some pickleball courts there, not just so we can play, but that will be a benefit, relieve Plummer Park, and the crossing guards. I'm here to serve. In a personal capacity, I just want to say, John, how proud we are of you, how proud I am of you. You dedicate your life to service to the most vulnerable in our community, both in your day job, in your volunteer service, and in this new role. And you inspire us as we've watched your election to this council and now your ascension to mayor. It gives us so much hope. You know, and I have the privilege of working with young people, and I see in our schools in LA and in West Hollywood, I see the young John Ericksons who are struggling with who they are. And I hope you know that your example, your path, your bringing your authentic self to everything you do. You're being a proud gay man, a young elected official. Chelsea said, not yet 40. You're pushing it. You're pushing it. I just want to say, you are not only inspiring the next generation, you are saving lives, John. And I'm so proud of you, and here to call you mayor, doctor, councilman, friend, sending lots of love. Love you, brother.
Thank you so much. I would like to take a moment to call upon Sue Dunlap from Planned Parenthood Los Angeles.
Yeah, thank you. I wanted to start by thanking all of you who are leaders in this city and who have been part of creating this city over many years and decades. When a few years ago we started to imagine that Roe v. Wade would be overturned, we started thinking about where would be the place that would be safe for us to build a site where we knew we could make a safe, welcoming place for women traveling from all across the country. That place was West Hollywood. You all built a world where we knew that one of the places women could travel, where families could travel safely in this moment, you built that place, you did that, and I'm so grateful for your partnership, and more importantly, the women and families who continue to travel here, continue to travel to West Hollywood in desperate situations, are incredibly grateful for your leadership. Now, John, now you all might not know that I have the honor, privilege, responsibility of working with John in his day job. And like somebody else mentioned, I sometimes also get to spend a little bit of time telling him to listen a little bit more. But John, what I don't always tell you is that as someone who grew up also wondering if I would find community, if somebody would really love me for who I am, and still sometimes wonder about that, have I found that? I want you to know that in your leadership, even as I'm the person who gives you a hard time in that day-to-day, I find so much joy and inspiration in the complete love for your community and the power that you bring to your work and your passion for social justice. So to all of you here in West Hollywood, thank you for creating this world and building this leader.
Thank you so much. All right. I believe that is all the dignitaries, but I would like to have Melissa, if you would like to still speak, you're more than able to. But Melissa, would you like to acknowledge anyone that I might have forgotten tonight in attendance?
Yes, Mayor Erickson, I can do that. Chief Dennis Kinnear and Commander Mark Reyes of the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department attending on behalf of Sheriff Luna. Victor Sanchez, Council Member, City of Bellflower for California Contract Cities. Jeff Wood, Lakewood City Council Member and Member of California Contract Cities. Marcel Rodart, Executive Director of California Contract Cities. And Lindsay Skolnick, Executive Board Member for California Contract Cities.
Thank you so much, Melissa. We are now going to present a presentation to outgoing Mayor Shyne. Before we do that, if you would like to make public comment and you have not already provided Melissa a slip, please see Melissa right there and she will make sure you get added to the docket. And now, at this time, and on behalf of my colleagues and the City of West Hollywood, I would like to present outgoing Mayor Shyne with a proclamation in honor of her outstanding service as Mayor of the City of West Hollywood this past year. Whereas Seppi Shyne was first elected to the West Hollywood City Council in November 2020, where she made history as the first woman of color to be elected to the council, as well as established the first council to have a majority of women. She honorably served the city as mayor for one term beginning in January 2023, becoming the first Iranian-American woman mayor in California history and the first LGBTQ Iranian mayor in the world. And whereas, before her election to the West Hollywood City Council, Mayor Shyne served on the City of West Hollywood's LGBTQ Advisory Board, West Hollywood, we serve together, West Hollywood's Business License Commission, and on the Los Angeles County Assessors Advisory Council, on which she continues to serve to this day. And whereas over the past mayoral term, Mayor Shyne's priorities focused on social justice, human rights, affordable housing, community safety, animal welfare and rights, social services, and LGBTQ+ rights. And whereas Mayor Shyne has consistently advocated for human rights and stood against injustices both in the world and on the global stage throughout this past year, whether vocalizing opposition to the Supreme Court rulings such as the termination of affirmative action and the removal of LGBTQ protections, and spearheading resolutions to support the Women Life Freedom Movement taking place in the Islamic Republic of Iran, Mayor Shyne has demonstrated unwavering dedication to advancing West Hollywood's fundamental principles of respecting and supporting all individuals. And whereas in her role as mayor, She initiated and supported the expansion of a number of community events dedicated to supporting women and their allies, such as the Lesbian and Queer Women's Visibility Week, the Black Women Lead pop-up event, and the Women Life Freedom Film Festival. And whereas recently Mayor Shyne began an initiative to ensure the unique history of the city of West Hollywood is collected, documented, and shared in order to recognize the decades of community activism, civic pride, and trailblazing policies that make West Hollywood one of the most influential and progressive small cities in the nation. Now, therefore, let it be resolved that we, the West Hollywood City Council, do hereby bestow the highest honor on Mayor Shyne and thank her for her tireless leadership during this mayoral term. And also, in addition to this, we wanted to provide you with this plaque in recognition of your dedicated service to the residents and community members, your focus on equity and inclusivity, your advocacy for small businesses, your activism for LGBTQ rights. We express our gratitude for your successful term as mayor of the city of West Hollywood and just for being a badass woman in general. Congratulations, Mayor Shyne. And now I would like to turn it over to Mayor Shyne, who would like to say, Mayor Shyne, we'll do it together. Well, Councilmember Shyne to provide a few remarks.
Thank you. What a beautiful plaque, and I really, really am so grateful for the proclamation. This last year was truly the honor of my life to serve as the mayor for the city of West Hollywood. It is an honor that I never, ever imagined as a little girl who was an immigrant from Iran, undocumented until I was 16, and came out in high school as a lesbian. And truly, this last year has been transformative for me as a human being. And I want to thank every single resident that came out and gave us public comment during my term, regardless of how that was delivered. You all taught me the power of listening, the power of raising my self-worth, the power of even more collaboration, and the power of more patience than I ever thought was possible, the power of deep compassion, and the power of learning to speak up for myself in ways that I really, truly needed to learn. I'm really proud of the work we did together. I am so thankful to our staff who really have done a phenomenal job supporting me as mayor this past term. Your dedication to the city and to just your work ethic is truly remarkable. Absolutely, thank you. I want to thank our city manager and city attorney for the support that you have given me throughout this year. I am so grateful for all that you have provided. I want to thank all of the elected officials as well that were there when I needed you, the ones that we have partnered with, and for your mentorship, for your friendship. And I want to thank Mayor John Erickson for being a truly remarkable, our last mayor pro tem, we now term vice mayor, during a year that was the first year that we truly were out of the pandemic. And you're a wonderful team member. Thank you to Mount Vice Mayor Chelsea Byers for your leadership, for your support and your friendship during the past year. It's been incredible watching you grow on this council, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you to Councilmember Lauren Meister for your leadership and serving with you, and I've learned so much the past few years, and I really appreciate your perspective on so many issues. And Councilmember John Heilman, you appointed me to the Lesbian Gay Advisory Board, as well as to the Business License Commission, and it's been wonderful serving with you as a colleague. This different perspective has been a wonderful learning experience. I just want to really thank the family members that came out and community members and elected officials that have come out this evening to support my colleagues, Mayor Erickson and Vice Mayor Chelsea Byers. It's so important that you are here tonight, and please continue to come out to support my colleagues the rest of this year. This is such a beautiful position to hold in public service, and it is also extremely stressful. And having community come out to support is so important because there's often lots of loneliness in these positions that is not really talked about enough. Please continue to come out and support my colleagues. And for you both, remember to really be a team together. There will be times that you will be celebrating, and remember to breathe. Enjoy every single moment. It is going to go by so quickly. So during all the celebrations, enjoy every single emotion that you have. Remember to continue to listen to residents and their needs and constituents. And I know how challenging it can be to balance the needs of this everyone in this city. And I have every faith that both of you will lead us this year in remarkable ways. And I look forward to watching your leadership. And I have the full trust that I've ever had in both of you to carry forward the vision that we've all had for the future of this city. Thank you.
So much, Mayor Shyne. Councilmember Shyne. I'm gonna have to stop saying that, you know? All right. We're gonna now move to public comment. The City Council values your comments. However, pursuant to the Brown Act, the Council cannot take actions on items not listed on the posted agenda. The public comment period is limited to 20 minutes with 2 minutes allotted for each speaker. This public comment period is to address the City Council on consent calendar items, other agenda items, if the member of the public cannot be present at the time when the item is considered, or items of general interest within the jurisdiction of the City Council. Another period is also reserved for general comment later in the meeting for those that could not be heard at this time. City Clerk, how many public commenters do we have tonight?
Thank you, Mayor. We have 14 speakers this evening.
Do we have any on Zoom?
We have no one on Zoom this evening. We are all in person tonight.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Would you call the first speaker?
Yes, I will do that. Melinda Hoffman, to be followed by Allison Tenhagen. And hopefully I pronounced that correctly.
We would like to introduce ourselves as John's older twin sisters, although we dye our hair to not look white, and he dyes his hair to look white. We want to take a few minutes to share on behalf of all of our family and friends how proud we are of John. But if you would have told us growing up that one day he'd be a mayor of a city, we would have questioned your sanity. And if you want more dirt on that, find us later tonight. If you follow John's journey from our little town of Ripon, Wisconsin, which ironically is the birthplace of the Republican Party, to West Hollywood, you have heard him speak about our Grandma Gladys, which he spoke about earlier tonight. And she was such a very special person to him. We want to take a moment to acknowledge the importance of her role in getting John's family and friends from Wisconsin and Illinois all to West Hollywood for this evening. Leave it to the Midwest to snow on Halloween, and then not snow again until the week we're traveling cross country. And when we say snow, we mean a winter storm warning of up to 18 inches the day we're supposed to fly out. Somehow, all 15 of us divided into 4 different flights and made it here, and we arrived to a balmy 65 degrees, which we thought was heavenly. It might be cold for you all, but we're not complaining. We will be complaining tomorrow when we land back in Wisconsin. We have no doubt that Grandma Gladys had a talk with the weather gods and Southwest Airlines to not mess with this trip. And if you knew John during the Christmas of 2022, you also know that he would have had a few choice words with Southwest if they interfered with the Erickson pilgrimage to West Hollywood. It is really surreal to be standing up here tonight acknowledging our little brother as Mayor Erickson. The strong spirit that we saw in John growing up has blossomed into the strong leader and advocate that you all have come to know. He has never been afraid to share his opinions, and although everyone may not always agree with him, his heart is always in the right place. Sometimes he may just need some gentle reminders that there are other opinions than just his.
All right, my turn. John fights the good fight every day to leave the world a better place for his nieces and nephews, and we couldn't be more thankful for the fun-loving uncle that he is. His fun-loving uncle side comes out with his mischievous younger self comes out in that, especially when it comes to how many drops are really in the Guardians of the Galaxy ride at Disney World. Right, John? Or right, Brady? It was a lot more than he told us. His surprise and planned visits back to Wisconsin are some of the best memories, and they can't wait for the next time their Uncle John comes to visit, which we never quite know when that's going to be. Some of you may not know this with how much John travels now, but back in the day, he hated flying, and once ran down the airport screaming that he was not going to get on that plane, screaming down the airport. I really have no idea how he calmed him down to get on the plane. Grandma Gladys probably helped, but I do know we went on the trip, and now we can't even keep track of what city, state, or even country he's in with all of his different jobs that he juggles daily. We are amazed with how much he has on his plate, and that he truly loves serving the community of West Hollywood. The road was not always an easy one for John, but it became less bumpy when he found his home in West Hollywood. Knowing that he found his home has created the most, and he has created the most wonderful chosen family here who support him fiercely, gives us much peace back in Wisconsin. We have no doubt he will continue to lead West Hollywood with the passion that makes him so special and loved. John, for much of our lives, you may have looked up to us as your older sisters, but we now look up to you with so much admiration and pride in all you've accomplished and will in the future. We love you with all of our hearts. Congrats.
Mikey Friedman to be followed by Stephanie Lahart.
Angry Vagina, West Hollywood. Last year, I spoke out publicly for the first time at Seppi's installation. Now it's your turn to tackle skyrocketing rents, the unhoused, developers, vacant properties, the builder's remedy loophole, of course, crime, helping small businesses stay here, making sure public bathrooms are clean and safe before opening them 24/7, furthering equal access for people with disabilities, and for Pete's sake, stop voting in new programs before you figure out the details that make them work. That ought to keep you busy. Now notice, I didn't say one word about scooters, but speaking of scooters, Council, 2 days after you voted to keep scooters until 2025, Bird went into Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So, what's going to happen going forward? Is the contract still a go? Will Bird be able to uphold their part? Will Lime become a monopoly here? Why do you insist on continuing this problematic program? Why is the city shelling out thousands for scooter pickup when neither it nor the scooter companies are actually collecting them? We've sent you hundreds of photos of scooters blocking sidewalks. Plus, scooter riders are not being cited. Accidents like the one on Fountain and Fairfax and the horrific one in front of Menman are occurring, and they're not even being talked about unless we bring it up. This is a danger that we've been warning you about, and you've been ignoring for too long. So, John, some of us are doubting your and Chelsea's ability to lead our city effectively. I hope you prove us wrong. I really do. I'll happily give you a hand, but you have to give it back.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you, Mikey. Our next speaker is Stephanie Lahart to be followed by Nicholas Roybal.
Hi, everyone. John, I'm so excited. Everything. So excited. Congratulations to you and Chelsea. I can't wait to see what you both do with the city. Because you know I'll be here. I am now a fixture at these meetings, the official representative of Sierra Bonita and practically West Hollywood at this point. But I do have to tell you guys from the beginning, when I decided to take upon myself that I was going to start speaking about what was going on with Sierra Bonita and the FMB property developers, the first person that reached out to me was John and said, what can I do? Can I come over and see you? Immediately. And I was like, oh, me? I'm nobody. And from the immediate, response, John, you really made me feel like I mattered. And not just I mattered, that our problem mattered and that you were listening. And I mean that from my heart, because we had met the year before in the park. You met my dog, my pit bull. You were so sweet to him. And I'm going to cry a little because, you truly made me feel like something I said mattered. And I appreciate that, because a lot of times we get up here and we scream and yell, what are you guys doing? But it's like, I know it's a hard job. I do. I've done public service before. I ran a breast cancer charity for more than 10 years. Abby Land can attest to that. And sometimes it's the most thankless job ever. And it's really, really helpful when, you know that people are listening and you're really helping them out. So thank you. I appreciate that. With that said, we all know Sierra Bonita Hell House has been demolished. I'm excited. The next thing we need, because I need to ask, we need fencing now around this property and the property behind it. Because now, because there is no fencing anywhere, we now have a thoroughfare going from Gardner over to Sierra Bonita, which sounds awesome because it is a shortcut, except it's also right next to my bedroom window. So it's fun every night to watch my little video camera to see how many people have walked past my bedroom window in the middle of the night. Thank God I sleep with a pit bull. So with that said, congratulations to everyone, and I will see you at the next council meeting to pick up where we left off tonight.
Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie. Our next speaker is Nicholas Roybal to be followed by Eric Darbeloff.
Evening, Mayor Erickson, Vice Mayor Byers, outgoing Mayor Shyne, dignitaries, and the community. Recently, Mayor Erickson, President Joe Biden was asked by the President of China, Xi Jinping, in one word, how would you describe the United States of America today? And President Joseph Biden responded unflinchingly, possibility. Possibility. Every person in this room is here because of possibility. We are a city of refugees, after all. I was thinking what I wanted to say to Vice Mayor Byers and you, Mayor Erickson, what I would offer you from my heart. And it is this, one word: discernment. So my dream for you is that you become the right mayor at this time. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you, Nick. Our next speaker is Eric Darbelov, to be followed by Reed Devgenio, or the hot dog guy, as he's asked me to call him.
Hello, good evening. I'm Eric Darbelov. I'm a resident of Huntley Drive and the new president of the West Hollywood West Residents Association. On behalf of our board and our membership, we'd like to thank outgoing Mayor Shyne and congratulate Vice Mayor Byers and new Mayor Dickerson. I also wanted to tell you a little bit about West Hollywood West Residents Association. For those of you who don't know, our membership includes approximately 1,000 households west of La Cienega and south of Melrose of homeowners and home renters. Membership is automatic by virtue of living in the neighborhood, and the board is elected biannually and is open to all members. We are dedicated to improving the quality of life in West Hollywood West, primarily through communication via email and social media, as well as in-person and virtual community events. We're known for our well-attended National Night Out celebration at the Sherbourne Cul-de-sac, as well as our Ice Cream Social Candidates Forum during election years. Priority issues for us include public safety, managed development, transportation, and definitely lost pets. We found a lot of pets through the power of community. This year we voted in a new board of 10 members, many of whom we're thrilled are serving on the board for the first time. And I'd like to thank our outgoing president, Leslie Carlos, who will be continuing on as vice president, as well as our outgoing longtime board member and communications guru, Manny Rodriguez. And we look forward to continuing our good working relationship this year with the City Council and the city staff on the many issues facing West Hollywood West and our beloved city. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Eric. Our next speaker is Reed Devgenio, or the hot dog guy, to be followed by Annie Jump Vicente.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and Vice Mayor. I'm here to thank you guys for letting my dream come true to open up a little hot dog stand, which has been extremely successful. I think this is the other side of the rainbow, our city here. It's probably the greatest city in the United States of America, where we are very loving and welcoming to everyone, no matter your color of their skin or your sexuality. But this is a great city, and I'm really looking forward to this year. You know, when I'm here, John looks at me in my eye and makes that contact, which to me shows that he is listening, and power of listening, such as Ms. Mayor Shyne said. And I'm really looking forward to Mrs. Byers, I guess, the following year. But this year is going to rock. I know it's going to be amazing. The love and support that you get by every one of us here, it's electric tonight. I love John, so sorry. And I love all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Reed. Our next speaker is Annie Jump Vicente, to be followed by David Nash.
So your first point of order was to silence a trans woman. Good going. While everyone else in here is clapping and I am the only political dissenter in here, you told me point of order. Nice job. Go fuck yourself. So I want to let you know, Seppi, it was your block-by-block ambassadors this morning, but now it's Mayor Erickson's. Hey, what happens when a block-by-block ambassador tells you that they're going to kill your fucking dog? I want to know. Leland, one of your ambassadors today, wanted to fight me, and then told me he was gonna kill my fucking dog. This is your program.
All you gotta do is find a different job. Otherwise, you're gonna have to deal with this. As long as the dog found it. I'm not, that dog touched me, he's gonna die. Watch it. Oh, you're gonna tell me you're gonna kill my fucking dog? Watch. You're gonna kill my fucking dog? Watch. Watch. You just told me you're gonna kill my fucking dog? Fucking watch.
What are you gonna do about people when you said the last city council meeting that block by blocks percentages is 70% of their job is to push around unhoused people? They tell residents that they're gonna fight them. They say transphobic slurs to me. And now they're gonna kill my fucking dog. What the fuck are you gonna do? Seppi, you fucking failed as a mayor. You don't protect anyone. You deemed this place a trans sanctuary city and left no protections for us. As far as I heard, this is a refugee place, huh? We can't afford to live here. This ain't no fucking refugee city for trans people. I've been trying to fight with all of you for the last fucking year about it, and you made it a hollow bill so that you can run for Congress and you could fucking become mayor. Your outfit's gaudy as fuck, by the way. Nice to show off your rich fucking status, asshole.
Thank you so much, Miss Vicente. Next up, David Nash.
Thank you, David Nash, West Hollywood resident. I just want to say, on this rare occasion, I wore my black funeral suit. Not that I have any money, because I don't. Anyway, to our mayor, I first met you when Lindsay Horvath brought you by up to my front door on her volunteer run with Project Angel Food. I so appreciate people who work in public service and also take the time to do community and volunteer work. Thank you so much. It was not a shock for me to hear Lindsay sing tonight. I heard her sing at our national night out with special guest Charo as they joined in a version of Up All Night to Get Lucky. So it wasn't a surprise to me. I just want to say that right before the meeting, my current Project Angel Food delivery person from our planning commission, Eric Moros, sent a picture of me to our new mayor, and he sent back the message, "I love David Nash." Ooh. I know that all of you feel that way, not about me, but about this whole community, and I thank you for serving and sharing your love with all of us. Thank you so much, and all the best to you in the coming new year.
Thank you so much, David. Next up, Eric Matos.
Good evening, everyone. Mayor Erickson and council. My name is Eric Matos. I'm a resident of the city of West Hollywood, but tonight I'm here as a friend of John Erickson. I first met John Erickson in 2018. We were sitting in a legislative meeting, and I was asking for support for legislation that would help provide mental health services to the unhoused. It was then that I heard a voice, a very distinct voice from the other end of the room that said, "This is progressive legislation, and if we don't support it, then shame on us." That distinct voice was John Erickson, and it was that very moment that our friendship began. Since then, we've worked together in multiple capacities. We go to the gym together, and we've grown a friendship that I've really come to love and appreciate. I want to tell you a little bit about my friend John. He's someone who puts his love and passion into everything he does. He loves this city and every single resident that lives, works, and plays here. There is no one who loves the city more than John Erickson. It's only possible to love the city as much as John Erickson. John Erickson is someone who leads by holding the hand of a resident as she gets her vaccine because she's scared. John Erickson is someone who calls an emergency meeting for a disabled resident who has trouble getting around his apartment because he wants to make sure he can move around his home safely. John Erickson is someone who helps a small business navigate city processes to make sure that they're successful. And John Erickson is someone who takes pride in listening to people and taking action. He doesn't need the recognition, he just wants to know that he's doing the right thing. And deep to his core, John Erickson is and always will be the gay kid from Ripon, Wisconsin, who wants to make the world a better place. And that gay kid from Ripon, Wisconsin made this gay kid from the Central Valley feel welcomed in his community. And for that, I'm forever grateful. I want to thank you, John, for your service. Continue to lead with your heart because that is your strongest muscle, and I know that because I work out with you. I love you. To Vice Mayor Byers, I want to congratulate and recognize you as well. Your commitment to finding solutions to longstanding problems is commendable, and we should be thanking every single member of this council because as a community, we need to support the people who represent us. Thank you.
Adam Darvish to be followed by Bambi Salcedo.
I'd like 30 extra seconds, please. Thanks for allowing me to go over.
Good evening, Mayor Shyne. Thank you for your service for the city and your friendship and support. And the upcoming Mayor Erickson, I knew a lot about you. I didn't know how well you could dress. That's a nice, nice color on you. I'm excited for you, and I got to know you kind of as close by and got to learn more about you and your values, and really feel honored to be in the city and have a mayor like you. Chelsea, Vice Mayor, no longer Mayor Pro Temp. Thank you for your friendship and the time that we spent together at the commission meetings, and got to know you, and I know that the city will be in good hands with both of you and our council members sitting in this chair. West Hollywood, I fell in love with West Hollywood partly because of all of you in your chairs. And I mean that through an accident that almost killed me and woke me up that I need to get involved, I need to speak out. I know Supervisor Horvath, I think she's sitting there. And Captain Mulder sitting in the back, and Mayor Shyne, all of you helped me and reached out to me and pulled me in. So I appreciate the friendship. I also think about West Hollywood when I hear our former president, the racist president, talking about immigrants, because I was one, and I'm an immigrant, but more of an immigrant back in the 80s. An Irish mom that adopted me, friends, American friends, friends from Venezuela, Cuban friends. That's America to me. Everybody reached out and helped me. I had no family. And I'm proud to be in West Hollywood because I know West Hollywood offers all of that, and we need to speak out. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Adam. We have Bambi Salcedo to be followed by Jamie Kay.
Good evening, and thank you so much for the opportunity to address you today. Mayor Erickson, thank you so much for everything that you have done for me personally and for all of our community. Mayor Shyne, thank you also for supporting me and for supporting our community. And Vice Mayor Chelsea Byers, thank you also for being part of this amazing trio of young, progressive individuals who are intentional into making sure that things change. You know, this is what effective government looks like, in my opinion. We all have an opinion. And I just want to really make it public that you are an inspiration to me. You all are an inspiration to many of us, and you are the reflection of the possibilities of our communities. Thank you so much for your vulnerability, for sharing your stories. Thank you for being a beacon of hope to many of us, especially in these times that we are experiencing marginalization and oppression and attacks on our communities. I am looking forward to continue to working with the City of West Hollywood to making sure that we continue to support our community. I would love the opportunity to have a conversation with you if you allow me. And thank you so much for being a beacon of hope to me and to many of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bambi. Jamie Kay.
You know that would happen to me today. That's fine. You'll have something to tease me about at the office tomorrow. Hello, everyone. Outgoing Mayor Shyne, Vice Mayor Byers, just wanted to say you're both iconic. The moment. I'm very excited for both of you. Chelsea, I still want to be you when I grow up. And here for John. I am so proud of you. Seeing you here today makes me so happy. Me and Genesis were actually texting about how much we were crying multiple times today. You are such a loyal friend, an amazing hard worker. Genuinely, we have no idea how you managed to do it all. And you actually probably don't remember this, but I first met you at a Heart of LA meeting when I was brand new in my first job. I was desperately trying to get to know anyone in that space because I was brand new to politics, and someone told me, oh, you have to know John Erickson. And so I went up to you, I met you, you were incredibly nice, and the way that you just commanded a room and a space, I was actually genuinely intimidated by you for quite some time until I was desperately coming to then ask you for a job years later. And so here we are. I am honored to call you a mentor, an incredible one at that. I'm so thankful to get to work with and learn from you, and I'm not just saying that because our boss is here. You taught me how to navigate spaces that I never thought I'd be in. You'd helped me build my confidence. And I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done for me, for our community, and for the city of West Hollywood.
Thank you so much, Jamie. Next up, we have Yola Dore. Yola Dore.
You make it dangerous.
Yola.
Yola's our last speaker, Mayor.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Melissa. Hi, Yola.
Hi, Mayor John. Good evening, Council. Yola Dore, over 30-year resident of West Hollywood. First of all, I want to thank all of you. This is one heck of a fine city, and we love it. Second of all, I'd like to say thank you to our previous mayor. I'd like to welcome the new mayor and the vice mayor. I am so proud of you. Let me tell you a little story if there's time. Mayor John is an East Side resident, as am I. We were so proud when that happened. And then he added more. He started recognizing each month small businesses to help them survive the pandemic we had all experienced. What a boon to not only those businesses, but our city. To add to that, he started having meetings for residents in Plummer Park. What a swift idea. You could go and express things that were bothering you. Bothered? We were happy. We had such a good time to have coffee with our council member. Now, what do you think? Is he going to be a good mayor? Oh, yes, he is. And now, WeHo, do we have a great council? I should say we do. So listen, you get out and enjoy yourself. And in the meantime, know we're there for you too. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Yola. We're going to move on to the city manager's report. City Manager Wilson, would you like to go?
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, and City Council members, and young man. I just want to add my congratulations to you, John, as our incoming mayor, and you, Chelsea, as our incoming vice mayor. I'm looking forward to working with both of you in your new roles. And thank you to Councilmember Shyne for your work and service as mayor for the last year and all the things that you've accomplished. I do thank all the community members who came up and provided public comment with respect to the comments about Sierra Bonita from Stephanie Lahart. Our work staff is working with the property owner to fence that property. And we will also look into the comments regarding block by block from Annie Jump Vicente. And with that concludes my comments.
Thank you so much. David, City Clerk, what is the fiscal impact on tonight's consent calendar?
Thank you, Mayor. The fiscal impact on tonight's consent calendar is $0 in expenditures, $0 in revenue, and $0 in waived fees. Because I logged all of you in your previous roles, I'm just going to do a voice vote for the approval of tonight's consent calendar. So we have a motion on the floor from Councilmember Heilman, seconded by Councilmember Meyer. I will now take a roll call vote. Councilmember Heilman.
Hi. Yes. Sorry. I didn't hear you.
Sorry about that. Councilmember Meister.
Yes.
Councilmember Shyne. Vice Mayor Byers.
Yes.
Mayor Erickson.
Yes.
The consent calendar is adopted.
Thank you so much. We have no excluded consent. The last public comment period, this time has been set aside to address members of the item of interest within the subject matter jurisdiction of the council that have not been heard under item 1 at the beginning of the meeting. City Clerk, do we have any other speakers?
No, we do not.
Thank you so much. I'm going to move over to council member comments and meeting attendance reports. And I'm going to start with Councilmember Meister.
Thank you so much, Mayor. For meeting attendance report, I attended the Southern California Association of Governments Energy and Environment Committee and Regional Council meetings representing the West Side Cities COG. Also was able to welcome the volunteers to the MLK Day of Service event at West Hollywood Elementary School with all my colleagues. First, I want to welcome John's family and Chelsea's family coming from Arizona, coming from Wisconsin, through snow, sleet, ice. Family is very important to me, and it's really lovely to see you all here to support John and Chelsea. Seppi, I hope the mayoral term was a rewarding one for you. Chelsea, congratulations on being the city's first vice mayor. Be careful how people, where they put that emphasis, you know, if it's on the vice mayor or vice mayor. Also, I'll miss not having you next to me, as it was nice to get to know you last year. John, Mayor, Dr. Mayor John. John, in your holiday card, you included a lovely note saying that you appreciate my advice. So now you're going to be sorry, because I'm going to take advantage of that sentiment and lend a few words of wisdom as you embark on your first time as mayor. As you know, being mayor is an honor and a privilege. I was lucky enough to have 2 opportunities to be mayor, John Heilman even more, with my second term being an extended term, which felt like it was forever. So I know firsthand that it can definitely be a weight on your shoulders, but mostly in a good way. My first piece of advice is be present, mentally as well as physically. If your brain or your heart is somewhere else, you're not really present, and you could miss out on all the wonderful moments that are in the here and now. And those moments can't be regained. So I know you will appreciate all those memories. Second, try to dial down the drama that sometimes comes with being a mayor. The truth is, people like to know that things are under control, especially when it comes to local government, because local is where people live. And then last but not least, I wish for you what I would hope for all leaders: grace under pressure, understanding before judgment, humility over arrogance, unity over divisiveness, and city before self. You will be the face of this body Wear it well, my friend. Congratulations, Mayor Erickson.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Nestor. Councilmember Heilman.
Any comments I make tonight are just delaying us getting to the party. So I want to first say thank you, Seppi, for your service as mayor this last year. John, Chelsea, congratulations. I look forward to working with you closely in this upcoming year, and I know we're going to have a successful one. Thank you for stepping up.
Thank you so much, John. Councilmember Shyne.
Thank you. So just a quick attendance report. I had a wonderful time at the West Hollywood Elementary School MLK Day of Service. I also represented our city at the Chinese Lunar New Year celebration in Hollywood as well. And one more thing I wanted to say to both of you, you can call me any time for any guidance, a listening ear, any support you need. If you just want to go on a walk or a hike and not even talk and just be present, that's okay too. I'm here for you.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Shyne. Vice Mayor Byers.
I'll just say thank you again to everyone here for participating and being a part of such a memorable night. The work continues in just 6 days back in this chamber, so we're really looking forward to a momentous year ahead. Thank you, Mayor Erickson.
Thank you. Last but certainly not least, tonight following the council meeting, we will be having a party, 8 o'clock sharp, almost on the dot, 8:04, and up on the second floor of the city council chambers. Libraries are very special to me. Libraries are where community happens, and so I invite everyone to go upstairs to the second floor. There's elevators, there are stairs if you would like to take the stairs. There will be city staff guiding you there. Scott Lewin, or Scoot, has designed a piece of art that he has for everyone, that if you would like a little takeaway of the invite. And because I eat a lot of candy, I've asked my colleagues what their favorite candy was, and so you will find a selection of treats and everything else up there for you to enjoy. Thank you so much. The regular city council meeting is adjourned at 8:04 p.m. The next city council meeting is on Monday, January 22nd, 2024 at 6 p.m. in the West Hollywood Public Meeting. Thank you so much.